Hey folks, Evil DM here, back with another episode of Papers and Parsecs. If your first time here, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. If not, continue watching the video. Don't forget to hit that like button anyway, and throw me a comment below. This week we're going to be talking a little bit about the rules upgrade, version 1.1, which did come out right around the time the Rules Companion was coming out, and right before the second edition Star Wars Universe, whatever, the Blue Vader book came out. So this was a 4-page handout, which I will show you right quick here. That was pretty much looking just like this, except it was in a little fold paper that was 2 pages. It was stuffed in the back of most of the books at the time. So when you bought one of the newer adventure books or the Galaxy Guides or something, this was neatly folded or placed inside the book. So when you got it, this is what you got. This rules upgrade would replace some of the numbers and difficulties in the game to get you more in the line with what the Rules Companion and what they had planned for second edition. As you can see, they changed the difficulty numbers slightly on the scale here, and they did revamp combat sequencing just a little bit to how the actions were declared, the sequence of it itself, and how to calculate damage and the roll actions pretty much. Actions were redefined, as you can see here. Dodging and reaction skills were clarified a little bit more, and they wound up using these things for a little while and then pretty much changing them anyway. But you did have certain things you were able to do, and they did expand upon it because people wanted more rules and more definition to the podcast. And a Rules Companion resolved a lot of these things, but this was the first step that they had because not everybody was willing to purchase a new book for a Rules Companion book or basically buy the new edition. So people were playing the original edition. So this was the way for people to transition and to buy new material. They would shove this into the book, like I said, and they would go on with their life and try to use this while playing with the new things and understand what the new things were inside of the books and how they worked. As far as now Starship Combat Sequence, we had a little bit more information how it worked compared to the 1E generalness, which I really liked, me personally. I like the generalness of the rules and the ability of the GM to just basically wing it if he needed it, because it emulated more of the Star Wars cinematic style when playing the game, as opposed to crunch and rules, which we got later on. And I that's why I stick with 1E, because I like the openness and how it works. When we got into 2E, it kind of added a little more crunch to it, but still had the spirit of the 1E in there somewhat, and it really wasn't hard to ignore certain rules in 2E, the Blue Vader book. When I say 2E, just as a reminder. And then when we got the revised and expanded, the 2.5 or 3, however you want to call it, it really added a lot to the game. It not only doubled the page count, it added the rule count as well. And I think it basically made the game a little more complex than it needed to be. That's me personally, and that may not be the same for you. You maybe enjoy that, but if you're watching these videos, you're probably watching them because you enjoy the 1E rules, the simpleness of it, and the elegance of the system that allows you as the GM to just basically do what you need to do to get the scene to work. So we had some more things we had some charts here to better clarify everything for you, giving you the difficulty numbers and the modifiers here all in one place. This was shoved obviously in the back of many books during the 1988-1989 time frame before we got Rules Companion and we got the 2E book. Where you can get this, it's not that hard to find it. If you do buy one of the old books, it'll probably be shoved in there, because I bought a couple recently going over trying to figure out what I have in my collection, and I found these slipped right in. So if you don't and you just want a copy of this, it is out there. You can find it, but I made it easy for you, because if you go to our first edition group here on Facebook called West End Games Star Wars D6 First Edition Rules Only, and here's what it looks like when you go searching for it. It is right here in the file section right here at the bottom. We also have the Classic Adventures book, which I reference quite often here on the show as something that we use in my group when we play our games. It's also here as well, so you can go right over here and just check these things out. There's also a new player handout, which we could talk about in another episode if you want to peruse it on your own now. But it's good for new people who just kind of want to get an idea of what D6 really is all about, how the system works, and I'll just show you real quick. This is what the new player's guide looks like, and it basically is meant for the basic newbie playing this game for the first time. Some of the things are not particularly geared towards 1E, but it does define some of the things you need to use when playing 1E for a brand new player. So take a look at this as well when you go there. You just have to answer a couple questions to make sure you're not a bot when you join this group right here. We do that purposely just to weed out these spam invites. But if you want to go to it directly, facebook.com/group/first edition SWD6. And I can add that link inside the show notes or YouTube. I keep saying show notes because I'm so used to podcasting. I can add that right into the YouTube notes for you, and you can head right over there. So with that said, I just wanted to show you guys the rules upgrade, show you the actual forum on Facebook, and keep it original, keep it old school. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, and share the video so other people can enjoy the video. So good night, everybody.